Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and it is time again for the hashtag 50 stack challenge. This is the first challenge that I did using guest checks. I know it's been a little confusing because I am doing two at the moment, two challenges, and that's because it was the new year. I wanted to start the new one, and this one is almost complete. So, because we did last week, we did 43 and 44, guest checks 43 and 44. So, that's why I'm doing two at the moment. But down the road, once this one's complete, we'll just be doing the second version of this 50 stack challenge. Okay. So we're going to draw prompts today. And if you would like to participate in this, just make sure you use the hashtag 50 stack challenge, either one of the challenges. The second challenge is going to have a 2 at the end. That'll be the only difference, but you'll still need to use the hashtag 50 stack challenge and then just put a 2 at the end. That way I can find you on YouTube or Instagram or wherever. Yeah, so I think that's it. So if you're not familiar with this challenge, it is making a stack of altered guest checks was the original idea. That's where the 50 comes from, because there's 50 guest checks in the stack of the type of guest checks that I get. I didn't know that people couldn't find guest checks in other places, so I'm fine with you using whatever base you want to use. You don't have to use guest checks. You can use whatever you want. You just need to use the prompt, really, is what it comes down to. You can do it however you want. And then the new challenge is definitely using whatever you want. Okay, so last week, for example, was 43 was stamp, like postage stamp is what when I wrote it originally, I just wrote stamp, but we had already used a rubber stamp, so I said postage stamp. So there's a postage stamp, and then on this card I also have a postage stamp. So that's all you have to do. You just have to include the prompt somewhere in your piece. Okay. And then 44 was mark making. So just made all kinds of marks and swirls and whatever, and that was my mark making, was number 44. So that's just an example. And if you do, like, if you wanted to do something entirely different, say like this piece, make this piece and then just do some X's over here or whatever, that's fine too. You're still mark making. You see what I mean? You don't have to do the whole thing in the mark making. All right, so we're going to draw for this week's, and we're actually on this other page. Shaky hands here to this morning. It's pretty early in the morning. That's when it's the worst for me, so apologize. All right, so we are on number 45. And we're going to draw out of my little bag, and this has just got prompts in there. We're almost out. So 45 is going to be something retro. So whatever that means to you, if it's a clipping out of a magazine or some type of design like mid-century modern design, a illustration from that time period, which would kind of go along with the whole magazine thing. But yeah, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Or if you have scrapbook paper that has a retro print, that would work. All right, so, and then number 46 is a man. Because we had woman, now we have man. Number 46 is man. So 45, something retro. 46 is a man. All right, so that can be an illustration, a photograph, a Tim Holtz paper doll, just whatever represents that for you. All right, I will be right back.
Okay, I am back, and I got this package of Happy Mail right after I did the first part of this video. Otherwise I would have done it on the front of that, but I just want to show you really quick because I did a tag swap for Christmas. It was hosted by Oak House Journals, and I will leave a link to her YouTube channel in the description box below this video. It's Carol, and a lot of you may have watched her videos before because she's been doing the hashtag 50 stack challenge and does amazing things. So anyway, this swap was with Philippa McRae, And so this comes all the way from England, or that area, overseas, basically, is what I'm saying. I live in Idaho, so very far from there. Uh-oh. I got this twisted up somehow weird, it looks like. Okay, there we go. So see, she made a beautiful, beautiful envelope. And then I sent her also a tag and some goodies. So it was a tag swap, but you know, you could send other little things if you wanted to. So this is the gorgeous, gorgeous tag that she made. Isn't that just beautiful? I mean, wow, Philippa, you just did such beautiful work here. So much layering and dimension on this. And, you know, this part's all kind of puffed up with dimensional dots or something to that effect. Oh, I just shook my light. And then she's put some gold around the edges of things, which I love, of course. So very pretty tag, and this lovely holly trim down here. Yeah, it's just beautiful. The envelope is gorgeous as well. And then she sent me a little bag of goodies to play with, some tickets and stamps. I did not open this. I opened the rest of it because, like I said, I did it right after that video, and I knew I wouldn't be filming for a bit, and I was impatient. So anyway, oh my gosh, these things give me fits. So yeah, so sweet. Thank you, Philippa. I love little goodies to decorate with, and there's Tim Holtz paper doll in there, and another one, and some lovely little handmade stamps. They're all dimensional, fussy cut. Beautiful. That's a lot of work to cut out those little tiny things. These are like rub-ons, the numbers, and these are so cute. These will be great like for Valentine's Day. That's if I ever get that far. And this is adorable. It's a little chocolate. Aw, but I love this. How could I ever? I guess you can slide it out, but thank you. That is so, so sweet. And then a beautiful little star that's been stitched with some threads in gold. And a Tim Holtz paper doll there. Fabulous. Thank you. And I just want to show you this up a little closer. It's just super pretty and dimensional. So thank you so much. That was very fun to do that. It's fun to get a little, you know, something handmade at Christmas time. I always love that. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And back to the hashtag 50 stack challenge. So we're doing 45 and 46. 45 was something retro. So I have chosen this paper, which I'm going to put on here like a pocket. I'm sure you're shocked. And then I have this from a sewing pattern, the pocket for the sewing pattern where the images are, and I'm going to put her on here like so. And I've got some little dots cut out, and then this groovy tag will go in back here. That felt retro to me. It can mean a lot of you know, you could use stuff from the 50s, you could do all kinds of stuff, 40s, whatever. But these are just some papers and stuff that I had that I thought went well together. So how you all doing today? I hope you're having a spectacular day. I of course filmed the first part of this video earlier last week, and I am on Sunday now. So and just took my son to catch the bus to go back up north for school. So that was sad because I want him to stay, but he's got to go to school. And then my daughter's gonna have dinner with us, and then she'll be going back to go to school. She's close though, luckily, so I can go see her whenever I want. She comes home a lot on weekends and stuff, so that's very nice. Very, very nice. I got that inkier than I wanted to, so I got to spread the ink around here. Carried away. Okay. So that will be that. That outfit is something. And then we've got some little dots we're gonna put on there, and these are just punched out of paper from that same paper pack, and it's about gone. It was just one that I had. I don't even have the cover for it anymore. they seem to lose their covers. Have you guys ever noticed that, or is it just me? Paper pads, like when they start getting low, I quite often, the covers fall off. Sorry, I don't know, my stomach's rumbling and grumbling. I ate lunch, but you know how that goes. Okay. And I will put some ink around this. I don't know what I'm going to put on this tag. I think that'll all come with whatever I decide to do for this, with this particular piece. But for now, we're going to put the pocket on. Hopefully I'll start thinking of some more imaginative things. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a guest check, right? I feel like, I don't know, Carol comes up with some wild things, like very labor intensive, beautiful pieces. So if you want to see some beautiful, beautiful guest checks, definitely go check her out. All the ladies are doing just stunning stuff, just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Definitely check the playlist because your mind will be blown. I like to see the guest check up there. Hopefully that will stay. Poke this little tag in here, and I may stitch around this as well, like go around there just to make sure that stays on there. I think I'm going to use art glitter glue. This is super thin paper that those sewing pockets are made out of, the patterned pockets. And I'm afraid it's going to come off of that glitter that's on this paper. She's going to go there. Maybe if I can get it right. In her fabulous pantsuit, I guess it is called. That was a little bit before my time. I mean, I was probably, oh, I don't know, depends on when this was. If it was in the 70s, I was born, but very young. And if it was the 60s, I wasn't here yet. So these are just, like I said, I just punched these out of the cardstock that was this paper. I apologize for my crazy stomach. I don't know what it's, I mean, it's digesting, obviously, but I apologize that it's being so noisy about it. Kind of tuck that one down there. I want to see guest check. I just thought these little circles would be fun. I think I'll put it there. Okay, so there is my something retro. I feel like that fits the, and like I said, I probably will be stitching around this down and up. Okay, something retro it is. This one is going to be silly, so it's man, so I need an image of a man, and I do have that. I cut out all kinds of images from my things, or extraordinary things to cut and collage. You can see I've gotten coffee on it and everything else, but it has lots of cool images. This is from my this and that labels. I don't know if I'll use it. I just cut out all kinds of stuff. Some stuff I knew I wasn't going to use, but this is my man. I do not know. He is dressed in some goofy costume. Okay, and then we're going to use mushrooms, but I want to do some stamping on here first. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll use my forest moss to get some stamps on here. And this is just an old stamp from Stampin' Up. It's 2001. Some swirls. I think it came in one of their celebration something packs that they used to offer. I don't know. They still may. I have no idea. I just thought it would be fun to have something on the background. I forget to do that a lot. You know, mark the background. So I thought I would this time. Oops, totally missed. Yeah, I've had these obviously since before my daughter was born, and she's going to be 21 in February, so had that a while, I'm gonna say. And then I think I'll do some black circles as well. This poor acrylic. It's had its day. I can't even get that off anymore. I used to be able to get it off, but even with rubbing alcohol, I can't get it off now. All that black. It's like once it sets long enough, it just doesn't come off. I'm probably going to cut these corners anyway, but we'll just do that so it looks complete. All right. Ink around this. I know you're shocked that I'm using a mushroom, right? And I hope this fits, because I kind of cut out the pieces and laid it out the other night while I was sitting on the couch and I didn't have a guest check with me. So I'm hoping I'm not way off. It might be a little off, and that's okay, but such a silly pose and everything. It's just completely goofy. It made me laugh. So I'm thinking what I wanted to do was have him with his foot kind of up on these little divots that are here on the mushroom, like that. I'm going to have to cut off just a little bit of mushroom, but that's okay. And then I had some other mushrooms. Where was the one that I was going to have him stand on? Is it this little bunch right here, I think? I don't think this could technically hold him up. Maybe it was this one. It could be kind of like that. I was going to put some other ones, you know, around the base just to, I think something like that would work. So I think I'll get him all glued to all of his mushrooms the way I want him. I don't know if I'll use this one or not, but I think I'm going to put some wings on him. I do these things. If you've watched me for a while, you'll know that I do these silly little characters. But if you don't, this is every so often I get the wild hair. He's got some kind of cape on, but that's okay. So everything that you see comes out of that Extraordinary Things to Cut and Collage. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but let's see here. Make it go up a little bit more. I don't want to lose a ton of the mushroom. It's kind of like a growing sideways sort of mushroom, so like it's okay. So this one I wanted kind of like his leg behind this, but his foot on that mushroom there. This is just going to be a collage one. I'm not doing any pockets or anything with this one. I think I want some other stuff on here as well. Just silly stuff. Let me see. Doesn't go very good. Oh, some of this would work. See, that using colors earlier last week has already helped me. Because I never use orange for anything. And look at me go. I just want some other textures around on here. I mean, it's not for any particular anything, just to add interest. Maybe I'll do it down here. Okay. Now we can take him and all his strangeness, and I'm just not going to worry about whatever I have to trim off, I'll trim off. I don't want any glue on the front. Oops. Don't want to lose that. I'm just making a mess here. Not surprised, but okay. Can you guys see? Okay. Okay, let me snip those clean. I have to clean my scissors. I either cut too far away or too close, I think. Very silly, I must say. Then I also have a pet frog to hang out with him. I think I might scoot him down and trim that off a little bit, but I think we could do some more mushrooms, maybe here, maybe here. I could put the, I think it's a toad, or maybe it is a frog. Anyways, I'm not very good at telling that. Something to do with the back legs, and I can never remember what. I think it's a toad. Okay. I mean, every odd little furry man needs a pet toad, don't you think? My husband's doing something with his 3D printer. Not 3D printer. Yeah, I guess it is a 3D. It's one of the liquid ones. I never know what to call it, but anyway, it is a 3D printer. Blowing air or something. I hear him. Alright, so do we want a little bit of something across the bottom? Just a little bit of something. I don't know what. By numbers, of course, right? I'm just going to go around the back with that. Do more. It just is a kind of a nice way to finish it off and ground the things that are down there, if you see what I'm saying. Not a necessity, it just sort of helps, I think. Yeah, it's going to go back to being very, very quiet around here, which will be sad. But we all do it, right? All right, yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're gonna ink this a bit. We'll actually use a bit of this green moss, or what's it called? Forest moss. There we go. And then I want one of these. I found it and I don't know. I like this. I've got it together, but I forgot where it is. I think I'll use that. We're gonna cut it because it's too long. Because he looks like he's pondering something, right? Know that feeling, boy, do I. I forgot where I put it. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I know that's loud. I forget about this glass mat. That is very me right there. Even though it's man. it's the same. That's me. All right. So let's say we need this thing. And yes, very silly would be the word, right? Oh, he didn't get glued very good right there. How did I do that? Oh, I know why, because that's the part I glued. Just his foot down here, huh? Yeah. Okay. That is that one, and let's do the corners of this one, which I forgot to do. It's going to get this corner of this pocket, but that's okay. Like I said, I'll probably be stitching around it, so. And that's all I'll do, is just go down here across and back up, just to help hold that pocket on. I like to do that when I don't have like a gusset or anything like that to help hold it. Okay, so something retro today for 45 and man for 46. All right, I hope you guys liked that. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I can't wait to see what you guys make. And I will chat again with you again soon. Love you guys. Bye now.